G'day my friends, Marty, we're here from Marty's Garden with another Super Coop update. Yep, we're building out this, making it better and better over time. We've got some chicken feed for the girls here and here. I'm going to mix them together. Some of this stuff is from around the garden. I'll show you what I'm using that for, because I want to slowly, as I get more girls, get them used to certain foods, growing certain foods and producing amounts of foods so I can cut back on this cost here and also get lots of protein and good healthy stuff in their diet, because I'm going to be eating the eggs and we'll probably sell a few eggs in the future to actually supplement into building the coop up better and better, the Super Coop, yep. And we've got a worm farming system here right where they're standing on. There's a bales, whole lot of bales there, boxed in. We've got the compost in. We've released anywhere from 300 to 500 worms in here. They're red wigglers, blues and night crawlers, and we'll just see how they go. Don't want to rush it into there too quick, but the bales are already wet, they're moistened down, and they are so they can move into the bales and drop their cocoons and things like that, and then move in and out of the compost. We've got a full feeding system going on, so we'll get to that more into the video. But first, the girls are hungry. I'm surprised they're not noisier than this. We got our first egg yesterday, which means very highly likely we're going to get another egg today. High protein diet, fibre diet here. There's free range layers and the mix here. So come with me, we're going to give them a feed and I'll talk about what's in this mix and how we're going to improve this over time and cut down in our costs and get super eggs with the Super Coop. Let's go, shall we? Come on, girls. So we've got in here, this is a mixture of, I'm gonna get down here. This is a mixture, a green mixture. I'm gonna mix it in with this here. So it's got papaya leaf, it's got sweet potato leaf and a little bit of bale leaf in there as well. Now they're looking at it. She had a bit of a bite then, a bit of a chew, but as soon as they start going hard on it, they'll get in. Now get down from the camera there. You're gonna knock the camera down. Watch out, come on, come on. Let's go. So we've got to mix this in as well. Of course they go for their favourite stuff first. Righto, let's just get it all in there. Mix this last little bit in. I just chopped it up with scissors this morning. I know there's going to be a better way to do it. But, you know, for now, it's just a little test. I know they eat it because I've fed it to them, but chop it up smaller. See if they'll eat it. Give it a shot. Now a lot of people dry the sweet potato leaf because you get around about 25% protein, so they say. Well, everything that I've read says that it does. Now that's a pretty high protein, right? Now the pellets that I give these guys, they're an organic free range pellet, so they're designed for chickens that are going out on the pastures and free ranging and stuff like that. So that's why I've mixed in a little bit of those greens to slowly do it. Now there's a Vietnamese channel I've been watching as well. I can't pronounce the name, but I'll find it later on down the line if you're interested in larger scale stuff, and that's where I got the idea from the papaya leaf. Now my papaya plants, they're a bit sort of like struggling at the moment because it's been cold, but I can grow a lot of papaya quite easily here because there's access to a lot of seed. I can grow the seedlings, and I can grow also a lot of kangkong. I can grow a lot of bale leaf. I can grow, put banana leaves in. There's lots of things I can do to feed these girls and get more over time. So pretty excited about that, to get my one egg. I know we'll get more eggs coming up, and then we'll build up, get more chickens, use them for composting, use the manure for worm farming and different things, and just slowly scale out here on the microphone. So I've got quite a lot of different products, and I can actually just manage it on my own. If something goes down and I haven't got any help, I can still manage this and not be stressed out, because it's got to be fun, right? So what I want to do is I'm going to take you down the back and show you where I've built out, well not the back, just up the other side of this half T section, and show you where I've got the worms, where I've built it out. And that's sort of another step that we're moving forward to. And people that like worm farming, you don't have to have chickens to do this. This is a really cool system, and I'll take you down there right now and let's learn how I'm doing it. Right, let's go. So I had to come out of the coop because they kept on following me around. They weren't eating their feed. They're back to it now. And it's hard to get the angle of the shot to show you what's going on here. Now these are bales in the boxes, and I've filled it full of a half-finished compost. I've got close to 1 metre in here in this one box and boxed it off with grass bales. Now the bales have cured down quite a lot. They've got a lot of moisture locked into them. So it means when I released around about 300 to 500 worms in here with a little bit of food that they're used to, they'll move in and out of these bales and lay cocoons in them, and they'll be safe. And I've covered it over with a green shade cloth so the birds can't get to them. They're not really interested in the worms so much yet. I've seen them eat a couple here and there. They're still learning how to hunt and what these different foods are. But I'm sure when I open it up, and there's like literally tens of thousands in here, I'll probably get a bit of a feed at that time and gorge on them, and that's okay to me. I'm not too worried about that. I want them to get a little bit of food, and then we'll have extra, and making this worm compost that'll go into my blends and out onto the garden, onto the micro farm here, etc. Now the second boxed bale, we've just got a sawdust and a chicken manure already in there, and I can use that as a separate bedding or a separate type of fertilizer, or let it go even further and turn it into a worm casting, or I can grab that out of that box there and feed this one, the main one, with that, because I won't have enough chicken manure yet to do it if I get tens and thousands of worms, and get the worms used to eating that. And beautiful thing is, over time as I expand out the birds, I'm going to have the mulch from the side to feed the compost worms as well as a carbon, so that'll make a bedding. And then we'll have excess chicken manure to go into the worm farms and use up all that smelly resource and stuff and turn it into a super coop compost. We'll have extra compost worms if someone wants to buy some worms, which is a really good thing to have. And also they will go underneath the mulch and the leaf litter throughout the system and start fertilizing this whole garden. I've already got them in a lot of spots already. I've just got to have enough mulch down on the ground to do that. And we've also got around the outside of the super coop, the permaculture zone, which then we'll be throwing out the mulch and the compost and things like that under the fruit trees, under the nut trees, around all the different edibles, to really make things fire off. Anyway, I thought I'll show you another time them going out into the permaculture zone. I think we've had enough for today. We'll finish up. I've got a busy day. I fed them the greens into that system. We'll throw some more food in later, but I'm not letting him out this morning. I've got something I need to do. And the back part, the permaculture zone, isn't fully, it's just not exactly escape proof yet. All right, stay tuned. We're coming here on the micro farms. We mix worm farming, composting, edible gardening, and chickens together to create a sustainable closed loop system right here in Mullumbimby, Northern New South Wales, Australia. Have a great day. Happy gardening. Oh, excuse me. Got a bit of indigestion. Gotta go. Love you all, and thanks for the support. Bye for now.